What's up, guys? I'm back. I know it's been a while, and I'm actually getting us out on a Thursday, which is a surprise because I've been everywhere this week. But I'm getting through it. Senior year is it's exhausting, man. For all my college people, you know how long the first month is. Like I'm only into 2 weeks. Well, technically our third week started because we started in the middle. But gosh, man, I am so tired. Like I just got through class from 8 to 1, and this is my shortest day. And I'm honestly just so tired. I'm just so relieved that the week is basically over. Technically Thursday nights or Friday nights in college. And I have a good old bottle of sangria waiting for me in the fridge for me to share with my roommate. So anyway, let me just get through all the stuff that has happened within the last week or so. Starting off with Cardi B. I don't know what is going on with the news cycle these days and just overall pop culture in general. I felt like last week was just all about Nicki, and then this week's all about Cardi. Now, I know Cardi's going through a lot. She just had culture last month, and she is starting to get back into work. The thing is that I'm more worried about her career-wise because this is not okay. Let's start off with just overall in general, okay? So the most recent thing, starting off, let's start with last week. Atlanta dropped the video for the song Ring she collaborated with Kehlani on her album. Mind you, Cardi woke up that same day, didn't know the video was dropping, and she didn't see the edit or final approval. And I'm just like, how are you not letting your artists have approval of their videos? And I reacted to it earlier. It really should have gotten some editing done. It really could have some editing. Even though I love Cardi and Kehlani, and they sounded great in it, they should have gone through the editing process more and got Cardi's approval. Atlantic, I don't know what hold you have over her, but whoo, my goodness, I don't know what's going on. I know she's in the R&B division of Atlantic, but honestly, I'm just hoping they don't do the same thing to Ally Brooke, and I'll mention that later in the video. But now let's get to this week's drama. Now, a video surfaced of her in an old skit with one of the guys from Wild and Out for one of his shows. Basically, a skit called The Real Housewives of the Civil Rights Movement, and Cardi was imitating Coretta Scott King. Now, for my young people, you don't know who Coretta Scott King is. She's the wife of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who basically sacrificed his life for us to be where we are now. And I watched it, and I gotta say, it was just disgusting. I couldn't. I don't know if it's because I'm 90s generation, but we grew up knowing who Martin Luther King was. We didn't just learn about him on Martin Luther King Day that week in school. We were reminded who Martin Luther King was every single day by our parents, by our community, by our church, all the time. And the fact that, these people decided to make a mockery of not just them, but Betty Shabazz, Jesse Jackson, all of these prominent people who gave so much so that the rest of not just the race but the world can be coinciding with each other and actually live like human beings. It's just disrespectful. And I know Cardi's Dominican Trinidadian, but she should know better. Not only that video, but there's another video where basically she's calling out basically every kind of Latino, and she calls out Puerto Rico. I watched it, and I only watched it once. She basically calls out Puerto Ricans and Haitians and Mexicans and telling them that they're dirty and ugly. I'm just like, Cardi, this is, my God. What in your mind thought that was okay? I understand people doing some messed up stuff, bad movies or bad projects during the beginning of their career, but this is just horrible. This was 3 years ago. Cardi, I know you're trying to hustle and get your name out there, but now that your name is out there, this stuff is gonna come back and get you. This should be a lesson to people that you need to be careful who you associate yourself with and what projects that you choose to do, because these this kind of projects that she did not only is disrespectful, but it puts a negative name in her life. And I have to throw some shade at TMZ because they dropped this on the anniversary of Martin Luther King's speech, and they're known to cause messy stuff. Let's not forget that they had the video of Tristan Thompson cheating on Khloe when she was 3 months pregnant, a month after news broke that the pregnancy was happening, and they dropped it the week, like, I think she was like a week, like 2 weeks into her due date, like 2 weeks before her due date, and they dropped the video, and the next day, Khloe's in labor giving birth, and she had her daughter, and it's just like, seriously, like, what? Just shows how trashy they are. It's just really just, ugh. So that's like this week's portion of it. Now today, it's come out that Cardi actually got into a fight with a couple of strippers because Offset was caught cheating again. Now, am I surprised Offset got caught? No. Am I surprised he cheated? No, because he's done it before. Am I surprised that Cardi fined these strippers? Yes, because for one, you're a mom. You should not just saying any throwing shade at moms, but like you should know better. You got a child to think about. What are you gonna do when someone presses charges on you and you have to go to jail and you gotta leave your daughter? I mean, look at Remy Ma. Her and her friend, she had to go to jail for 8 years and be away from her son. You gotta do better. Think about your kid. Like, really think about your kid. My mom tells me this all the time. Like, honestly, she doesn't go off on people because she thinks about me and my brothers and my sister. That's just a personal thing. 2, what made you want to fight the strippers, okay? First, you got your own money. You good, okay? They are over here working and shaking their tail feathers just to make ends meet. You ain't got nothing to worry about. They ain't got nothing on you. You fine. But now you just want to respond to everybody. Cardi, first it's the trolls. Now it's in public. Cardi, you're messing it up really bad. Like, for real, you need to gain some control. Go to anger management. Get a PR person. Because this is not cool. Like, for real, this is making you look bad. Like, seriously, you got Nikki over here sipping her tea, just smiling at the havoc that's happening right now. Honestly, let's just hope that you have like a hit single to clear this all up and just stay out of trouble, Cardi, please, before you lose your sponsorship, because this is not the best move going on right now. You're like year 2 into, you're going into your second year of being in the like fame game, and I don't know if fame is like the right thing for you right now. So, a rumor was going around this week that Zendaya was on the short list to be in the Little Mermaid movie, live action movie from Disney. And people were in their feelings about it because they originally wanted to be Ariana Grande, mainly because of her red hair from Sam and Cat, even though she is mainly a brunette now. And just the fact that, you know, Zendaya is mixed, playing a mermaid. And basically, people are saying, like, Black Mermaid can't happen. Even someone went as far as to basically state the scientific inability for there to be like for there not to be black mermaids. First off, I'm like, why? Like, mermaids aren't real, guys. They are not real. They are fairy tales and kids stuff that we've grown up on. There have been different versions. And second of all, this happens every time a majority white animated character gets casted as another race. I mean, if you want to go down the list, let's go. Michael B. Jordan, Fantastic Four. He got casted. Everybody was mad, even though the movie wasn't coming out for like another 3 years. We had Dog on, the actress who plays Starfire in the Titans TV series. Everybody was getting up on her. And overall, I'm honestly trying to think of more people. I literally thought of it. Those are the most recent 2 that got on my mind. Oh yeah, Alexander Shipp, when she got casted as Storm in X-Men Apocalypse. Even though the movie was bad, she tried her best with the material she was given, okay? And everybody's like, no, she's supposed to be dark skinned. No, she's just racially ambiguous. Why is she mixed? Okay, guys, I keep telling you guys this. We all come in different shades, like, seriously. Like, you can have 2 black parents and come out mocha, caramel, light skin. honestly, the running gag in my family is that like my aunt's adopted, and she even like says the joke all the time. She's told us when we were little, like every time, every time someone gets casted in a movie, everyone wants to get mad because it's not in the normal scheme that they're used to. But y'all, come on, we gotta get through the change, man. Let people have their time. I mean, honestly, I was kind of surprised that Zendaya was in it. I honestly would have wanted an unknown because we're more accustomed to seeing people that we've seen for the last like 5 years be in so many movies and TV shows and all of this, and we just want to see new faces. I mean, that's why I always give props to Netflix, because they give out so many projects to so many new people, and majority of the time it's their first project, so that gives them so much opportunity. So if Zendaya's going to be Little Mermaid, that's cool. If not, give it, unknown the chance. Alright, so also on TV news, Step Up High Water, they upped their casting since they got a new budget apparently. Todrick's going to be on, Rick Ross, Ashley Greene, if you don't know her. If you're a Twilight fan, that's the sister with the short hair. Honestly, I'm surprised they got so many people. Like, for real. Because when it started out, we had Neo, who was the executive who was producing it. We had, I'm trying to remember her name, Naya Rivera. If you don't know Naya Rivera, she's from Glee, also Big Sean's ex-girlfriend. She's the girl that's the song I Don't Give a F About, that's about her. Then we had a guy that was in Straight Outta Compton who played Suge Knight, and honestly, guys, I'm excited for season 2. I was one of those people that binge watched the whole show within a day. I binge watched it within a day and demanded for season 2. I got that YouTube Red free trial, and I honestly love the show. I totally recommend it. It's on YouTube Red. Watch the first season. First season is great. Alright, now on to some basically why. Oh my goodness, I'm just so out of focus right now. I just realized it. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm filming this on my laptop. Once the refunds drop, I'm getting the camera. Now on to Azelia Banks. Azelia Banks episode of Wild Now finally came on last week, and basically it just proved what everyone was saying before. She over-exaggerated. Like, I saw like the first like 2 rounds she was in. The first round she did great. The second round of like how petty, it just where it just went like off the script. She just got very emotional, just like she wasn't ready. She couldn't take it. And basically between her and DC Young Fly, DC, you ain't that attractive, so I don't know where you coming out. I mean, Azealia Banks, she's a really, she's a beautiful girl, and she's a good rapper. I've actually liked some of her music, but the thing is, it's the inside that kind of brings out the ugly, and there was like some self-hate in there, just, she just needs somebody to talk to her, and I give props to Nick Cannon. He was on Everyday Struggle earlier today, and he gave a lot of props and praise to Azealia Banks, and, he was the father figure that actually was, took her to the side and talked to her and calmed her down and actually brought her back to actually go through the end of the show and sing her song. So, yeah, just Azealia Banks just needs that big sister just to talk to her and just, maybe Iyanla can help her out with all of that, I don't know. Anyway, let's go to Power. That was the TV part that I was going to get to. Yo, if you haven't watched Power, please skip over like 2 minutes of this, because I'm going to be basically spurting on spoilers, okay? Now, I had Keenan on my list to die this season, but I didn't know it would be this episode. I didn't know he was going to go out like that. Oh my god, yo. That whole shootout, I did not expect that to happen. I mean, honestly, after he shot all of them down, I was like, oh no, he's definitely going back to jail after this. He basically took out a whole troop. And then he got to the car, and it looked like he was about to shoot up Tariq, but, he wanted to get him out of there, but he just hunched over, it was too late, and just like, oh. No, this is what I'm talking about. This has probably been the best episode this season so far, because I know a lot of us were complaining about how slow and boring the season has been so far from like the first 2 episodes, but just takes the cake. And now we have 2 episodes left. We don't know what's going down. We don't know what, Ghost and Tommy are doing, okay? We don't know if Lakeisha's going to talk. Proctor ratted out Angela, so we have to see where that is. And, Tariq, he about to go rogue again because they killed Uncle Kanan. They set him up. They made him, manipulated him to set him up, and it's just, God, y'all, I don't know. The thing is that my auntie Irene watches Power, and she's back in Africa, and she has, she's slowly catching up because they get the episodes late over there. So I'm over here just like, still cooling off from Sunday. Meanwhile, she got the episodes probably like a day ago, and she's like, what? How did this happen? And fun fact that she did not know that the actor that plays Dre, she didn't know he was Nigerian. Like, you never heard of him before? You didn't? Because Africans, we have a way of telling, like, if someone is African. And I'm surprised my aunt or my mom did not catch that at all. Alright, now on to Quavo. Quavo, the Beyonce Amigos, has his solo album coming out this year. Now, I already knew Quavo was a Beyonce of the group because he was on so many features within the last 15 months. Like, if you count the amount of Quavo features, 1, he's going to have some huge checks coming, and 2, he basically technically has a whole album. If he did like a whole features of albums, he has that set. But his solo album's coming up by the end of the year, and, he's hustling, he's doing all this work, and he's still doing, collab features going on. I mean, honestly, I won't be surprised if we have one coming up at the end of the year. I won't be surprised if there's like a couple of Grammy nominations for him. I honestly think Quavo is on the way, maybe becoming the next Luda. I mean, him and Luda are really cool. Quavo's like intertwined himself being like part of the technically Atlanta government. You know how Luda's like technically the mayor of Atlanta, and then like T.I.'s technically like the co-mayor, Quavo's coming into that circle. Quavo's coming into that circle because a lot of them give back to the community and help out so much and get artists, help them come up in music and just like career-wise and just, helping out. And Quavo, he's making it good for himself. Takeoff, I don't know where he's at. Offset, he mooching off Cardi until she decides to basically be like, putting on public stunts saying, I'm leaving him, I don't need him, he disrespect me, even though we knew this for the get-go. So, anyway, congratulations to Quavo. Really looking forward to your album. Can't wait to hit her, and I'm actually going to buy it this time. And now, let's go to Demi Lovato's drug dealer. So, TMZ got Demi's drug dealer on camera during an interview, basically stating that not only did she know that the drugs that she was taking was not over the counter, but apparently they had a very sexual relationship. First off, when do these dudes get interviews? Second of all, he has prior convictions, so isn't he going back to jail? Third of all, if you really cared about her, why give her the drugs in the first place? I don't understand. Oh my God, I was so mad when I saw this interview. He basically wants to get himself clear, saying it's not my fault, her choice, and it was Demi's decision. And it was Demi's choices that got her where she is now. But at the same time, it's the people you surround yourself with that have an influence on you. And this dude is just complete, utter, just trash, my goodness. And I honestly hope the police get to him. Alright, now for my last story of the day. Congratulations to Ally Brooke, signing with the Latin Entertainment, which is under the Atlantic umbrella. Congratulations to her. I know most likely we're probably going to get the Cardi B treatment, where we hear her songs and we get her a couple of features on the radio, and it's just the fall season of Ally Brooke. And she says that her album is going to come out by the end of the year, probably this fall. Most likely we're probably going to get like a winter release. That's what I'm looking at right now. That's what we're looking at right now, because Normani Hazard is coming out probably October, most likely, because I know the Grammy deadlines are September 30th, and I think she wants to go for like a regular release because there are a lot of people rooting for Normani right now. And Ally, she has some of the Harmonizer fans behind her, but I feel like she hasn't been out in the market yet to have a huge following that will back her up. the thing is that a lot of the girl, like a good chunk of the girls have their thing. With Camila, she had like to grow it for like over a year before she released like most of like her first like couple of singles. Same with Normani. She had to go and like link up with Khalid, get Love Lives going. Then she got on Body Count with Jessie Reyes and Kehlani. She got that going. Then you have Lauren reaching out to Halsey, getting on her songs, getting on her tour, making appearances with her at concerts and morning shows. Allie got to put in the work first, and hopefully they do not have like a control bubble over her like with Cardi. I really hope that they don't. I'm hoping Allie makes it great. Honestly, I most likely probably might do a Fifth Harmony video. You guys have been asking me about that in like a couple of tweets, and I might make that this weekend if I have time, because I have a lot of stuff to catch up on. But anyway, congratulations to Allie. Hope the album comes out great. That is the end of my daily tea video for you guys. I'm getting back into order of things. It's really hard just to get everything like in motion, because I'm literally doing so much stuff with school. So anyway, if you like this video, hit the like button here, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to know that I'm uploading videos. Anyway, it's your girl. Peace out, more love. Have a great week.